Sheep Esports from EMEA asks, Canna, how is it playing against Zeus today considering he is another former T1 top laner?
2년 만에 제우스와 이제 매치를 했는데요. 오랜만에 해도 역시 잘하는 탑이고 그냥 훌륭한 탑 선수고 그에 맞게 좀 잘 플레이했다고 생각합니다.
So it's been 2 years since the last time I faced Zeus in a match, and even after a long time, he is a very good player. I think he's an incredible player, top player, and I think he does live up to that T1, former T1 top laner name, and he did really well today. T-Rex Esports from China asks Vladi, ending this phase with 1-3, what is your takeaway from FST? Which game impressed you the most?
Yeah, it's a bit sad that we are 1-3 because now there is a very low chance we qualify to the next stage. The game that impressed me the most is the BO3 with Hanwha Life because I didn't think it would be that close, but I think we played well. Obviously, Hanwha Life is the better team, I would say. They are very good on the map. And yeah, I'm still happy with our performance, but I think it's not enough.
Mice Esports from the LTA South asks Canna, you guys took a game off the best team in the tournament today. However, you could still miss the playoffs. How do you feel about that possibility?
이제 저희가 선택할 수 없는 길이 열렸는데요. 만약에 저희가 4강전을 못 갈지언정 저희는 좋은 경험을 했다고 분명히 말할 수 있고 되게 오늘이랑 어제 보여준 저희의 실력에 비하면은 첫날, 둘째 날이 너무 아쉬운 것 같아서 좀 아쉬운 마음이 있겠지만 다음 기회는 무조건 있을 거고 다음에 만약에 기회가 주어진다면은 더욱더 좋은 팀으로 오겠습니다.
So now we're on a path where we don't really know what our future is and we don't have the ability to decide. But regardless of whether we make it to the semifinals or not, I think we had a very good experience overall. I think it's just a little sad that we aren't able to show up as well as we did today and yesterday as compared to the first 2 days. But I believe that there will always be opportunities in the future. And given that opportunity, I think we will always be able to come back as an even better team. Hotspawn from EMEA asks, Vladi, your only hope of qualifying now is CFO winning against TES. You face both TES and CFO, so do you think the LCP champion is the favorite for this game, even given the results so far?
I think they played good against us, and I also saw their BO3 today against Team Liquid. I think they have a lot of chances. Obviously, I think TES are the favors of the game, but I still think they have very good chances. Yeah.
Naman from LTA North asks Canna, despite this loss potentially eliminating you from progressing further in the tournament, your win against TES and strong performance against Hanwha Life Esports proved your strength as a team. How do you deal with watching arguably worse teams being able to advance in your place, and how do you plan to prevent it happening from the future?
일단 미래 예방하기 위해서는 저희가 첫 국제전을 경험한 거잖아요. 첫 국제전을 경험한 선수들이 있는데 좋은 경험을 했으니까 다음에는 저희가 더 으쌰으쌰해서 더 좋은 모습을 했으면 좋겠고 그냥 더 연습을 많이 해야 될 것 같아요. 그리고 뭐 질문이 저희보다 좀 약한 팀이라고 하셨는데 뭐 저희가 패배한 것은 분명히 그 팀들도 되게 훌륭한 팀이고 저희가 실패한 부분이 많기 때문에 패배했고 절대 못 올라갈 자격이 절대 못 올라갈 아닌데 잠시만요. 죄송합니다. 생각 정리가 올라갈 자격이 있는 팀이라고 생각하고요. 저희가 못 올라가는 거는 저희의 패배 지분이 더 크기 때문에 그냥 앞으로 더 잘해야 될 것 같습니다.
So in order to prevent something like this happening in the future again, I think we just have to think about how there are a lot of new players who have their first appearance in the international tournament, and we all had a really good experience. So I think we just have to get our heads back in the game and do even better to come back even stronger. And I think that would require a lot more practice as well. And I think in the question you mentioned that uh, some of the worst teams advancing in our place. I think it is on us that we lost against them, and I believe that they're all just as good teams. And I think it's just all of our mistakes that have built up to get us to this point. So I think it's not that they're worse than us. I believe that they do have the ability to advance, and they deserve to. And it's just that we weren't able to do so because of our own mistakes. So I think we just have to do even better in the future. That concludes the press conference with Canna and Vladi. Thank you.
I love the fact that KC fought. Like, they lost, sure, but they fought and they fought and they fought. And that's one thing I've been like criticizing Team Liquid is that, like, even when they lost to T1, for example, many times they lost to T1 last year, they fought. They were in the games. They were actively doing plans. And I know, like, it's not like they're completely rolled over and died. Today they kind of did, but I'm just proud of KC. Whether Top Esports win tomorrow and they get eliminated, and KC get eliminated, or Top Esports doesn't win tomorrow and KC make it through, and Team Liquid don't. Either way, I think what KC, like the bounce back that they've showed, is much more impressive than Team Liquid. And I think right now the narrative has completely changed. Day one, everyone was crapping on EU. Day two, everyone was crapping even more on EU. And then day 3 and 4, it's just like, okay, EU is just better than an A again. Like, I don't know. But either way, this is about KC, so I want to keep it about KC. If this is the last, day for seeing them, I'm glad I got to interview Targamas. I wasn't able to get any of the other players. I know there's a lot of competition for KC members, but it was a pleasure talking to Targamas. And yeah, it's just I hope to see more KC going in the future, because I think that these players clearly can bounce back. They're young, they're hungry, and it's fun watching them. And if it's not the last time seeing them, hey, maybe I get a Yike interview, maybe I get a Kalista interview. We'll see. But either way, it was fun seeing you guys.